Welcome to Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas, where today it's the old-time Pittsburgh Steelers against the old-time Houston Texans. Jenny Buck on hand from Reliance Stadium. Glad you're along for the ride here from Houston, Texas. Rod Woodson, who had the game-ending interception last week against Indianapolis, takes his kickoff out to the 21. Ben Roethlisberger didn't lead a comeback drive last week, but the defense for the Steelers able to bail Pittsburgh out thanks to a Donnie Shell scoop and score. And then Rod Woodson at the end punctuated the game with an interception of Peyton Manning. He looks over a Houston Texans defense hung tough last week against the New Orleans Saints. Franco Harris off the right side picks up quite a few yards. Let's look at the Steelers offense, led by Franco Harris, Antonio Brown, and John Stallworth. The receiving core, John Henry Johnson, the Hall of Famer, and the tight end is that of Heath Miller. Pittsburgh, 6 Super Bowl championships, a well-documented pedigree under the likes of 3 Hall of Fame coaches. Roethlisberger, a deep ball, and it's caught by Antonio Brown to the Houston 32 and a gain of 39. Great way to start the contest for Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown off a deep shot, who after beating Dante Robertson, but it's Antonio Brown who makes the catch, and the Steelers threatening offensively on their opening series. 1st and 10 Steelers from the Houston 32. Franco Harris met in the backfield. Let's meet the Houston Texans defense. Of course, J.J. Watt is a superstar. Mario Williams also area of note for the Houston Texans. Defensive secondary that features the veteran Jonathan Joseph and Glover Quinn. 2nd and 13 for Pittsburgh. This is Harris with a gaping hole before Brian Cushing allows Harris to be brought down 5 yards short. 1st down marker. 3rd and 5 for the Steelers. Roethlisberger on empty backfield. Has all day to throw. This pass caught by Heath Miller. 1st down Steelers to the 17. 10-yard connection from Roethlisberger to his tight end of many years of Heath Miller. Roethlisberger on 1st down. Le'Veon Bell on the catch. Taken down at the 10-yard line. 6-yard gain for Le'Veon Bell. Steelers threatening on their opening possession. Roethlisberger to the air. Shoots one. Miller! Down to the 1. Heath Miller on the catch for the Steelers. It's been a Heath Miller dependent drive. Steelers 1 yard away from the end zone. With Le'Veon Bell in the backfield along with John Henry Johnson. This is Le'Veon Bell, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. "79-yard opening drive, capped off with Le'Veon Bell with a touchdown for Pittsburgh. Took up over half of the quarter. Sean Sweezum adds the extra point, and the Steelers lead it 7-0. Sweezum to kick off. Le'Veon Bell, a 1-yard touchdown run to give the Steelers the lead. On their opening possession, Will Fuller takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Deshaun Watson, the Houston quarterback, spent plenty of years with the Houston Texans that saw many playoff appearances. Some may even argue his best year was his rookie season until he was injured, tearing his ACL in practice. Watson uncorks. Owen Daniels makes the catch. 1st down Texans. In an all-time team season, Texans, the newest franchise, 2002, Arian Foster on the handoff, wrapped up at the 35. Look at that Houston offense. Fonte Leach, the fullback. Andre Johnson, the Hall of Famer, along with DeAndre Hopkins, and of course, Arian Foster, the lead tailback for the Texans. Franchise they gave birth in 2002, and it was in that expansion year they did beat Pittsburgh. Game where they scored no offensive touchdowns, and Watson loses the ball. Texans able to fall on it. James Harrison, after forcing 2 fumbles last week, back at it again, this time with a sack of Deshaun Watson. Texans fortunate to come up with the football. Dwayne Brown came up with the recovery. 3rd and 20 for the Texans. Watson, rush on its way. Pass is caught. Andre Johnson to the 30. Andre Johnson to the clear, and he's gone. Touchdown, Texans. On 3rd and 20, Deshaun Watson calls on his main weapon, Andre Johnson, for the touchdown. Hall of Famer beating the Hall of Famer. Rod Woodson beat on the play. Andre Johnson, the beneficiary. And a touchdown for the Texans. Extra point up and good. And this game, surprisingly, notched up even at 7 with a 75-yard touchdown from Andre Johnson. Could we be in for a game? Steelers undefeated on the year, and the Texans giving them difficulty. Antonio Brown out to the 25.
Number 84 on the return.
7-7 game. Steelers look to get back to work. Roethlisberger to the air. Stands in, his pass incomplete. Look at the standings of the AFC North. Pittsburgh undefeated on the season, 3-0. Cleveland Browns, no surprise with the Paul Brown-led roster. A spectacular season up to this point. Franco Harris loses a yard. He ran into J.J. Watt. 1:30 to go in the first quarter of play. Ben Roethlisberger looks over the Texan defense. And Roethlisberger cranks up a deep one. And the pass is incomplete. In the direction of Johnny Stallworth. Steelers forced a punt. The Texans defense able to come up with a stand. Jordan Berry sends it away. And Will Fuller might have been fortunate to pick up merely a yard. John Henry Johnson on the coverage for the Texans. First and 10. Arian Foster able to savvy his way through the wave and pick up 7. Good gain for Arian Foster. 2nd down and 3 for the Texans. Watson again out of the shotgun. He'll look to the air, and he finds DeAndre Hopkins. First down gain to the 44. First catch of the day for Hopkins, and that closes out first quarter with a score. Steelers 7, Texans 7. Start of the second quarter from Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. Eastern portion of the Lone Star State. Watson finds Owen Daniels. 2-yard gain.
81 is there with a catch. 3-yard gain on the play.
Steelers on their opening drive. 79-yard drive that resulted in a touchdown to Le'Veon Bell. Texans respond with a touchdown their own. This is Kevin Walter, and Walter's in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans! Kevin Walter. And Houston all of a sudden has taken the lead. Can you believe this? Extra point. Up and good. And Houston, surprisingly, with the lead on the verge of an upset, a 41-yard touchdown to Kevin Walter. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes on the day. Rod Woodson on the return. Able to escape the tackle of Kareem Jackson. Only make it as far as the 18. Steelers back to work. They face a 1st and 10. Trailing. Franco Harris wrapped up in the backfield. Okoye made the stop. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. As they face a deficit here in this first half. Franco Harris. Nothing doing. Glover Quinn made the tackle. 6 Super Bowl championships. Well-documented resume, particularly in the Super Bowl era. Roethlisberger, he'll go deep. This pass, incomplete. Broken up by Glover Quinn. And the Steelers forced to punt. And the struggles only continue for the Steelers offense. The exception of their opening drive, the Texans defense surprisingly held Pittsburgh scoreless. Will Fuller downed at the 41. So the Texans offense, last 2 drives, 2 touchdown passes from Deshaun Watson. The first to Andre Johnson, the second to Kevin Walter. This is Arian Foster on the handoff. Ernie Stockner on the tackle.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 8. Watson finds DeAndre Hopkins over the middle on another 1st down for the Texans. Wide open AFC South. Texans without a win, but they can vault themselves right back in the playoff race. Jack Lambert made the stop on Arian Foster, 2nd and 8. Watson to the air. All day to throw. He'll launch one deep, and the pass is incomplete. Mel Blount broke up the pass. 3rd down and 8.
On the play. 3rd down.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Pass in traffic, caught by DeAndre Hopkins for the 1st down. 1st down gain for the Texans from the 37-yard line. Watson, Foster. Through the Steelers' defensive line, Donnie Shell came in to make the stop. 2nd down and 6. Hand off and up the middle. Good run by Dominic Williams. 2:33 to go in the first half. Williams again is blown up. James Harrison with the tackle for the Steelers. 2nd down and 10. Texans already in Kaimi Fairbairn field goal range. And a 2nd and 10. Foster able to pick up 2. 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Texans.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Watson under center. Johnson in motion. The give to Foster with a big hole. Arian Foster down to the 9. Tailback that saw his breakout year come in 2010. Watson to throw. He'll look to run, and he'll slide down to the 5. So near a minute left in the first half. Watson to the air. Rush coming, intercepted by Jack Ham. And the Hall of Famer intercepts Deshaun Watson. The Texans were knocking on the door for a 2-score lead, and Jack Ham says no. Steelers will take over at their own 2. 58 seconds to play in the first half. Roethlisberger from his end zone. He'll show off his arm. This pass is dropped by Lynn Swann. Swann was in the vicinity and the pass falls incomplete. Roethlisberger from the shotgun. He'll throw. Roethlisberger rifles Stallworth the catch. And the Steelers able to find breathing room with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Roethlisberger to the air. He'll look to run. Ben Roethlisberger slides down at the 16. Timeout called by the Steelers with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Roethlisberger stands in. Pass caught. Brown to the 30. Antonio Brown down to the 27. Steelers will hurry. This is a sprint, everyone. Testing their 40 time. Roethlisberger takes the snap, throws middle, Stallworth the catch. And another first down for Pittsburgh with 1 timeout left. Down to 10 seconds left. Roethlisberger, rush on its way, he's sacked. Connor Barwin with J.J. Watt in the sack. Sean Sweezum, 38 yards away. The kick is good. Clutch kick from Sean Sweezum, and the Texans lead down to 4. Will Fuller on the return. This will be the final play of the half. And the stop made by Jack Butler, and that takes us to halftime. The upstart Houston Texans with the lead, 14-10. At halftime, Texans a 14-10 lead on Pittsburgh. As we start the second half, Houston with hopes of pulling off the upset. Will Fuller, 4 yards deep from his end zone, takes his kickoff out to the 22. So the Houston Texan offense will head back to the well after 2 touchdown passes in the first half from Deshaun Watson. Did throw an interception late to Jack Ham. The Texans threatening to score. Watson finds an open Arian Foster out of the backfield to the 28. Texans record 0-3 on the season. Steelers yet to suffer a loss so far on the year. Andre Johnson in motion. Foster. First down carry for the Texans.
Number 23 on the carry. 7-yard gain.
And a first down for the Texans on their opening drive of the second half. Hopkins in motion. Watson almost picked off. He was looking for Joel Treason. Pass falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for the Texans. Watson, Foster. Good carry by Arian Foster. 3rd and 1 on the way for the Texans. Watson under center. Give to Vontae Leach, the fullback. He makes it to midfield for Houston. Houston Texans, a team, questions were made if they could even win a game in this season. This throw, Walter on the sideline. He makes the catch. Kevin Walter, who had a 44-yard touchdown catch. A gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 for the Texans. Fake to Foster. Intercepted again by Jack Ham. Jack Ham with 2 interceptions today. 1 in each half. Deshaun Watson has thrown another interception. That might be the break the Steelers needed. With 5:07 to play in the 3rd quarter. Roethlisberger. Clean pocket. 3-man protection. John Stallworth makes the catch. 1st down, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger completed 2/3 of his passes. Yards a modest 158. Roethlisberger, this time he'll show off his legs. Which only yields a yard. 2nd down and 9. Roethlisberger under center. Willie Green goes in motion. This is Franco Harris. 3rd and 4 on the way. Eric Green caught a touchdown last week against the Colts. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This pass incomplete. Stallworth, the intended receiver. Pittsburgh forced to punt. The interception does no harm for the Texans. Jordan Berry skies this kick into the end zone for a touchback. 3:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Texans hanging on to a 14-10 lead. Boy, this would be the upset of the season if they can pull it off. Arian Foster navigates towards the right side, picks up 2. Troy Polamalu made the stop.
Gain of 2.
Texans franchise has not seen much success. Their postseason times. Dominic Williams on the carry. 3rd and 8 on the way. The Houston Texans, lone franchise to not make a conference championship. Watson, Daniels. He is just shy of the 1st down marker. Injury on the field. Time called. Punt formation for the Texans, their first of the day. Shane Leckler to do the punting honors. For Houston, Leckler sends this one skyward. Antonio Brown on the return. Antonio Brown to the 42. 1:42 to play. Steelers trail by 4 against the upstart Houston Texans. Roethlisberger fires. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 on the way.
Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
A proud Steelers team under the direction of 4-time Super Bowl champion Chuck Noll. Roethlisberger saddles, throws, almost picked off. Dangerous throw. Marcus Coleman broke up the play. 3rd down and 10 for Pittsburgh. Here's Roethlisberger again. Rifles. Brown cut down short of the 1st down. Steelers forced to punt. Jordan Berry in punt formation. Texans defense has been stout today. Barry's punt heads into the end zone. Touchback. So the Texans again will go to work with Deshaun Watson at the helm. Watson gives to Foster. He emerges near a first down, just short of the first down marker. Arian Foster played and packed for roll and handing the Texans their first division title. Watson runs for the first down. Into the third. Texans 14-10 lead. Can they pull the upset? Find out next. Start of quarter number 4. The Texans with a 14-10 lead on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Danny Bott, pleasure to join you from Reliance Stadium. Arian Foster. Back to the line of scrimmage. Jack Ham, who has had himself a day. 2 interceptions of Deshaun Watson made the stop. 2nd and 10 for the Texans. Watson on 2nd down. His pass batted at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for Houston. Watson to the air. Stands in the pocket and throws. DeAndre Hopkins makes the catch. Is he inbounds? He is. First down, Texans. Clock continues to tick with 7 minutes to play. Watson again. He has nowhere to go. TJ Watt in on the sack for the Steelers. 2nd and 15. Watson lobs one down the field. Pass is incomplete. He was looking for DeAndre Hopkins. 3rd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground with Arian Foster, who runs into James Harrison. 4th down. Texans will punt. And can the Houston defense force a stop on the old-time Steelers? Shane Leckler on the punt. Touchback. Ben Roethlisberger at the controls for the Pittsburgh Steelers. With an empty backfield, his team trails the Texans by 4. And Hines Ward makes the catch. That will start a drive. Pick up 12. Youngest franchise in the National Football League. Giving one of the iconic teams of all time all they can handle. Franco Harris with a penalty marker down. Let's check the call. Eric Green called on the hold. 1st and 18 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger lets one go towards the sideline. Antonio Brown makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. 2nd and 18. Roethlisberger again. Short drop back, and he goes down. J.J. Watt with a 2nd sack of Ben Roethlisberger. 3rd and 25. Roethlisberger throws. It is incomplete. Intended for Hines Ward. 4th and 25. Jordan Berry will punt for the Steelers. And can the Texans produce a drive to hand the Steelers Their first loss of the season. Will Fuller is crushed. Minkah Fitzpatrick. So from the 40-yard line, the Texans offense. 4:01 to kill from the upset of the season. Arian Foster with a penalty marker down.
Holding offense. First down.
Last thing you would want. Dwayne Brown on the holding call. 1st and 17. Steelers of all 3 of their timeouts. Watson will throw. He's sacked. And again, it's the Hall of Famer Ernie Stoutner making a big defensive play in a 2nd and 26. With 3:25 to go, Watson will throw. He goes deep down the field, and the pass is batted and incomplete. That will stop the clock. Andre Johnson was the intended target. Steelers 1 stop away from getting the ball back. Watson throws. Johnson well short of the first down. With 3:11 to go. Steelers will keep all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Shane Leckler will punt. Snap to Leckler. He'll supply one in the air. Antonio Brown on the return. He's to the 26. 2:28 to go. The Steelers 74 yards away from a go-ahead touchdown. If they can't, upset victory for the Houston Texans. Roethlisberger throws. Pass is caught by Brown in a dangerous vicinity. Oh, that for 3 yards. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. Roethlisberger out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw. His pass caught by Stallworth. First down Steelers to the 40. To look at the quarterback comparison, Watson's had the numbers, but Big Ben has stayed away from the big mistake. He takes a sack. Taken down in the backfield. Steelers will be forced to hurry back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger finds Stallworth. 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger again. On 3rd and 8. Sets up the screen. Hines Ward stops short. 4th down with 1 timeout left. This seemingly is your bowl game. 4th and 8. Roethlisberger. Clean pocket. He'll go deep. Down the field. It is caught. Antonio Brown for the touchdown. On 4th and 8. Antonio Brown with the go-ahead touchdown on Jonathan Joseph. When they needed him most, Antonio Brown with the go-ahead score. Squeeze him. Point after is good. And the Houston Texans, who have held the lead for the majority of the game, now with a 3-point deficit. Miller crunched at the 11 by Jack Lambert. And the Texans will have to get into field goal range for Kaimi Fairbairn. They have 71 seconds to do it. Watson. Deep throw intercepted. It's picked up by Mel Blount. Down at the 20. And the 3rd interception thrown by Deshaun Watson today. And that might have sealed the Texans' fate. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, but the defense will have to come up with a stand with 64 seconds to play. Harris on the ground. A yard. Texans obviously use their first timeout with a minute to go. Eric Green in motion. Harris. Met in the backfield. 56 seconds to play. Texans down to 1 timeout remaining. Bell. Can he get the first down? He does! He's got the touchdown! Le'Veon Bell ices the game for the Steelers. His second touchdown of the day. And it's a 19-yard touchdown run. And the Pittsburgh Steelers survive against Houston. Jack Ham wins Player of the Game honors, but the Texans gave the Steelers all they could handle. I'm Danny Bach for Charger 295 saying so long and take care, and thanks for letting us be a part of your afternoon. Steelers win it 24-14.